On a foggy evening on the edges of Mexico City, where the hum of urban life gives way to quiet legends, a narrow boat glides through the winding canals of Xochimilco. There, hidden among tangled roots and overgrown paths, lies the infamous Isla de las Muñecas, or Island of the Dolls. This isn't a place conjured solely by eerie imagination. It is a true story woven from the threads of loss, obsession, and a profound search for solace in the midst of tragedy. The island's macabre history begins with Don Julian Santana Barrera, a reclusive man whose life took a dark turn after a heartbreaking discovery. In the mid-20th century, Barrera took up residence on this small chinampa, a fertile patch on the lagoon, seeking refuge from a world he seemed to have grown estranged from. Local lore tells that one ill-fated day he encountered the lifeless body of a young girl, claimed to have drowned in those murky, still waters. The memory of this tragic incident would haunt him forever, setting him on a path that blurred the lines between mourning and madness. In the wake of that sorrowful discovery, Barrera made an even more unsettling find: a lone doll drifting along the canal. In his grief, he became convinced that the doll was a token, an artifact left behind by the drowned child's vanishing spirit. With a solemn resolve, he hung the doll from a swaying branch, hoping it might both appease the ghost he sensed and protect the island from further evil. But one token, he soon realized, would not be enough. Driven by an all-consuming need to honor what he believed was the spirit of the lost girl, he began to scour the banks of the canal for more dolls, salvaging broken toys and discarded relics from the refuse of the city. Day after day, the solitary caretaker transformed the small island into an eerie gallery of forsaken dolls. Every tree, every corner, became a canvas for Barrera's grief and his desperate attempt to commune with a past that refused to fade. Each doll was meticulously placed, suspended from twisted branches as if caught in a silent dance with destiny. Their faded faces, eyes perpetually fixed in a vacant stare, seemed to capture and echo a sorrow so deep that the very air around them vibrated with melancholic energy. As the years passed, the island's transformation grew more surreal. Tourists and locals alike began to whisper of strange occurrences, glimpses of dolls subtly shifting positions in the twilight, their eyes glistening with an almost imperceptible light. Some claimed that on quiet nights, the rustle of fabric and the muted clatter of porcelain hinted at unseen hands rearranging the dolls in a wordless ritual. Even as modernity swept through Mexico City, Isla de las Muñecas remained a timeless monument to a single man's unrelenting tribute to tragedy. But as the island's reputation as a site of dark wonder grew, so too did the mystery of Barrera's fate. In 2001, the long-serving custodian met a fate as tragic and enigmatic as the island itself. While out fishing in the calm canals, a moment when he had once again sought communion with the spirits of the water, Barrera vanished beneath the surface. When his nephew returned, he found his uncle's lifeless body face down in the water, in the very spot where Barrera had once claimed to have seen the little girl. The circumstances of his death only deepened the legend, a final haunting echo to the sorrow that had consumed his existence. In the wake of his death, the island did not fall silent. Instead, it transformed into a pilgrimage site for those seeking a brush with the supernatural and a connection to a heartbreaking story. Locals began adding their own dolls to the collection, a spontaneous act of tribute that blurred the divide between legend and personal memory. Some visitors leave offerings of flowers or notes, seeking blessings or an understanding of the island's pervasive sorrow. The countless dolls, weathered by time and tragedy, continue to serve as a grim reminder of a man's quest to mend a wound that no ordinary remedy could heal. Today, Isla de las Muñecas stands as an enduring paradox, a place where the tangible remains of discarded children's playthings mesh with the intangible echoes of grief and mourning. It is both a memorial to a lost child, whose very existence is shrouded in mystery, and a testament to the depths of one man's despair. Every fluttering leaf, every whisper of wind through the skeletal trees, seems to invoke his spectral presence. The island calls to those with an appreciation for the eerie and the unexplained, inviting them to ponder the delicate interplay between mourning, memory, and the inexplicable nature of belief. The story of Isla de las Muñecas is not merely one of haunted dolls and ghostly apparitions. It is a narrative of human vulnerability, a stark reminder of how tragedy can drive a soul to create monuments of melancholy. In a world that often rushes past the quiet spaces of grief, this forgotten island offers a space for reflection. A venue where nature, loss, and the human spirit intersect in a tableau as haunting as it is beautiful.